Hey guys, and welcome back to the Cavern of Terror. And there isn't going to be a intro video for this. It's just going to be me talking about my good friend Dylan Clancy. Um, he unfortunately passed away this last Thursday, and I just found out about it this morning. Um, he was a really good friend of mine. We met on Killer Flicks, and we talked about a lot of different things. Horror being the biggest thing, relationships, writing, things like that. And if it wasn't for Lee, I would have probably never would have met him. I was one of the first members of Killer Flicks back in the day, and Dylan actually found my channel, the channel that you're watching, and loved the fact that I talked about early 2000s horror, the fact that it was the stuff that he grew up on and the stuff that I grew up on, and we kind of clicked from there. Um, and I just wanted to make this video to talk about my boy. We were bros. We were really tight, man. And I was really shocked and really, really saddened to hear that he had passed away. Um, and I wanted a more happier video to be the first video I've done in a long time, but I felt like I needed to talk about this. I needed to get this out there in ether and just talk about my good buddy. I'm gonna miss you, dude. I really am. You helped out my channel a lot, just like Jason said from Sinister Cinema. Um, and Lee himself. He was a big promoter of all horror, whether it be movies or reviewers or people that just talk about horror on their channels, i.e., me, Jason, Lee, a bunch of other people, Andrew. Um, this this is hard, man. Uh, he was a really really good friend. We talked a lot, and the time difference would have me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning talking and just random. Unfortunately, he passed before we could actually talk anymore on a co-script that we were writing together. Um, I hope someday to get that made for you because he had an amazing idea for a 70s style film that I think would have been amazing. Um, it's just not going to be the same without you. It's not. As Lee said, he was just a really great guy. A really, really great guy. Would give you the shirt off his back, his coat. He would give it right to you and not care. Dylan, I'm gonna miss you. I really, really am. I love you, brother. And I'm not gonna plug anything or for my channel. This is just a video for Dylan. I have Lords of Salem in the background here. It was one of Dylan's favorite movies. He loves Rob Zombie. Loved Rob Zombie, and this was the movie that he really liked a lot. It was one of his favorites. This one or The Devil's Rejects. He loved Rob Zombie. Um, and we often talked about this, and it was one of my points that it was a ripoff of Rosemary's Baby. So we would always go back and forth on that. Uh, Dylan, I'm gonna miss talking horror with you, dude. It's not gonna be the same without you. And if you think this is fake, it's not. He was a really good friend of mine, and I'm not as animated as I normally am. But Dylan, I hope you're looking down on us now and saying, "Hey, don't worry about it. You'll be up here partying with me eventually." And I hope we do. I hope we get to party again, or for the first time ever, because he lived in Australia, I lived in the United States, but didn't change our friendship one bit. If you guys knew Dylan, let me know down in the comments down below. Give me a story about a time you talked to him. And I'll try to get in on the conversation. And until I see you guys in another video, stay metal, my friends. Stay metal, Dylan. Love you, brother.